Hi guys, so if you saw my packing videos, you saw the makeup that I brought home this weekend, and it's kind of basic makeup that I've been using quite a bit this last few weeks, and just because you can do so many things with it, I love it. And so I'm going to do a tutorial, and I just finished it. This is kind of what it looks like, so it's very natural, but it does have some pop of a little bit of pink on the lips, and then your eyes are pretty sparkly. But yeah, so if you want to know how I got this look, keep watching. Hi guys, so we'll just start the tutorial. The first thing you'll need is a concealer. I'm using the Glamouflage by Hard Candy, and I'm just going to put it all around my problem areas, and I've been wearing my glasses a lot lately, so I just put that in that area too because it's been causing some red marks on my nose. And this look is going to have very minimal brushes. Just because I did take it home and I didn't want to take obviously a ton of brushes, so I'm going to use my fingers a lot. And so make sure you wash your hands if you're going to do this look before you start. And I really like this concealer because it's really heavy duty. It is pretty light, and it sometimes makes my skin look like a ghost, so I would recommend, if you're going to use this, either get a darker color or make sure you put something with color on over it. The second thing we're going to use is the Garnier Skin Renew BB Cream, and I really like this. It does tend to make my face oily, so I don't use it every day, but it's really hydrating and does give my face a nice bit of moisture. And so again, I'm just going to rub this all over my face, and I usually like, with BB creams and tinted moisturizer, I really like using my fingers. Just make sure you get it all around even on your face, because this is pretty thick, so you don't want to have big clumps everywhere. Then I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder, and this is in transparent. It's perfect because whether I use a BB cream, a tinted moisturizer, or any kind of foundation, my winter color or my summer color, it goes on perfectly, and you don't need to get a bunch of different powders for all times of the year. For this, I did use a brush. It is the Kabuki brush that I got at Target. I'm pretty sure it's just the Target brand, and I really like this brush because I find so many uses for it, and it's just really tiny, great for travel, and I just make sure it's worked all around my face to help the BB cream stay in place, as well as the concealer. The next thing we're going to use is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Hot Tamale, and this thing is very pigmented, and then I just put 3 dots on my cheekbones. And then again, I'm just going to rub this in, and I always smile and make sure it's right on where I want it to be. And I always rub things in as I go, so my faces look funny when I rub. The next thing is the Laura Geller Blush and Brighten in Honey Dipped, and it's just a really beautiful bronzer, and it does look pretty dark, and it is, but I'm going to use the same brush, and it just really goes on nicely. You do have to make sure it's blended out. Like I said, obviously when I first put it on, it looks pretty dark, but if you just blend it out, it's perfect. And I really like the shiny glows. It's not a matte bronzer, so if you like matte bronzers, feel free to use that as well, or instead. Next thing is the Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze, and when I got it, it broke the lid. Sad, but it still works perfectly fine, and so I'm again not going to use any brushes. I'm just going to use my finger and place it all over my lid. I use this for a primer and just the base color for my overall lid, and I really like it. It's really shiny and really pretty, and just gives your eyes an extra oomph, makes them look really awake. The next thing we're going to do is going to use my Naked palette, and I'm going to mix the 2 colors, which I believe are Sidecar and Half Baked. And I don't normally like Half Baked because of the gold, but if I mix it with Sidecar, I just feel like it gives a really pretty color. And it's just really shimmery, and it has gold and silver in it, and I just think it's so pretty and just sparkles. So I just put this on both my eyelids. And I used the brush that came with the Naked palette for this because it fits right in nicely. Then I'm going to use Virgin and put it on my brow bones just to highlight it. Sometimes I will do that first, but sometimes I like just putting it over the darker colors and kind of blending it out that way. Sometimes it's hard because then your brush already has the lid color on it, especially if you're using the same brush. For my crease, I'm going to use, and just set that right in my crease. And so it kind of darkens it up, but not too, I'm never too dramatic with my crease color, and this is already kind of sparkly, and so it's just going to add some dimension to your eye. I'm going to show you what it looks like. As you can tell, it's really sparkly. Some do get on my face, but of course if you're going for this look, it's going to be sparkly everywhere. And so these sparkly ones do tend to fall. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mineralized Lengthening Mascara on my top eyelashes. And my mirror is my screen. So yeah, that's why I'm looking in that direction, because that is where my screen is. And I did all this on my screen, so I think it turned out pretty good considering. So I first just put that on all over my top eyelids, or eyelashes. Then I used the L'Oreal Extra Collagen Volumizing Mascara and put that on top. Yes, I was afraid I was going to poke my eye out, but I did perfectly fine. We'll just put it on both eyelashes again, and I like doing this because my eyelashes are blonde, and so I like putting 2 coats of mascara. Then I took Creep, and I put some extra color on down below. Instead of having to bring an eyeliner, I just put Creep on the inside of my eye, kind of like a little bit of an eyeliner. It's not very dramatic, but it does give my blonde eyelashes some color. I then took the e.l.f. Mineralized Mascara and put it on my bottom lashes, but I couldn't do that in the viewfinder, so I left, and this is what it turned out to be. I'm going to then put the Burt's Bees Pink Blossom Tinted Lip Balm on my lips, and it's such a pretty color. It is very pigmented, as you can tell. You can tell the difference when I put it on. And it's just perfect. And then to tone it down a little bit, I put the Revlon Soft Nude Lipstick on it, and this is one of my favorite lipsticks. So creamy, and I just put that on my lips. And as you can tell, it tones down the pink and makes it more nudie peach. So this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed. I'm still working on makeup tutorials. I haven't done very many. And so if you have any comments or suggestions, leave them down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you try this look, leave it as a video response. And don't forget to comment and subscribe. On my nails, I have NARS, and in case you're wondering, and it is a beautiful orange sparkly color that I had my April favorites, I believe. It is the Super Orgasm nail polish. I just think it's so pretty. It does have a bit of gold, which is why I was using the gold for my eyes. And here are just some pictures that I took afterwards.